back, friends. This is Yvonne Davis, your traveling warrior astrologer and author of The Power of Manifestation, Creating a Life You Love, and In the Magic Flow, a journey of personal transformation. If you're interested in either of those books, you can get a free ebook. Check out the link in the description box below to join and become a patron. Even at the $5 level, you will get some free gifts. All you have to do is message me and send your email address, and I will send you those free gifts. All right, let's get to work looking at the Virgo new moon, and that is the word for this new moon. Get to work. Virgo is the ruler of the sixth house of work, body, daily tasks, and chores. So it's all the things that you will normally be doing on a regular basis every day, getting your work done. That doesn't necessarily mean the way you earn money, but it does include the way you earn money. So it's basically everything you do all day long, your daily routine, how you function in your body, how you function in the physical material world. Virgo is an earth sign, so it's all about how you live in your body and how you live in this physical space-time bound reality and the things that you get done every day. Okay, that's what Virgo thinks of as work. It also includes service to others, but for me that's kind of like when you're in the more spiritual aspect of Virgo. And because this full moon has two earth trines, I think we're really focusing on the earthly plane more than the spiritual plane. Okay, so let's take a look at this new moon. This is an especially beautiful new moon because it has four trines in it. Two of them are earth trines and two of them are air trines. So to begin with, the new moon at 14 degrees of Virgo is making a trine to Uranus at 14 degrees of Taurus. And as you can see from this chart, with Aries in the first house, it shows you what signs rule each house. So Virgo rules the sixth house of work and body and daily routines, and Taurus rules the second house of income, personal assets, access to resources, and your channel to abundance. So all the resources and abundance that is flowing to you that you're able to access come from the second house. And also your sense of self-worth comes from the second house. And since it rules income, that means it's also in a lot of ways ruling how the work that you do to make that income. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be tied to work, but for most of us it is. So we're just thinking about all the ways that money and wealth are flowing to us. I like to call it the house of your channel to abundance. But like I said, it also rules your sense of self-worth and what you value, which I think is really interesting the way that's tied together, because I have noticed that whenever my second house is highly activated, it definitely can have an impact on my sense of self-worth, usually in a positive way. And that in turn opens up my channel to abundance because I feel worthy of receiving. And so that's one of the things I really like about the second house being activated. So when you see these trines of the new moon in Virgo trying to Uranus in the second house Taurus, what we're seeing is an activation of the work that you do that can lead to more income, like more wealth and material possessions and personal assets, and even talents. Skills and talents are considered personal assets in the second house. So whatever you're doing during the day, the kind of work that you're doing is probably opening up this channel to abundance, and you're feeling a greater sense of self-worth and you're more able to receive, so there's more flow through that channel of abundance. So I really like this trine. Not only that, but I mean, it's almost exact. It's only 2 minutes apart, which is You can't get much more exact than that. And the fact that this new moon is applying a trine to Uranus, and as I've always said, the trines that, or any aspect that is applying, is a little bit stronger than the ones that are separating. And then we also have a trine of Mars, the warrior in Virgo. And like I said, Mars is really helping us get a lot of work done in Virgo, is making a trine to Pluto in Capricorn, which is all about power and wealth and achievement and career. So we've got the sixth house of work activated with the new moon and Mars there. The new moon is making a trine to Uranus in your second house of income, personal assets and self-worth, and access to resources and channel to abundance. And Mars in the sixth house is making a trine to Pluto in your 10th house of career. And Pluto is all about power and wealth. So these trines are extraordinary if you have been looking to make progress in your work, career, or income. One other thing I will add about this is that whenever Uranus is in a house that relates to how you support yourself, how you make your living, so that can be the second house, it can be the sixth house of work, and it can also be the 10th house. Usually if you see it in one of those three houses called the supply houses, a lot of times you're going to see someone either becoming self-employed during the transit of Uranus in that house, or their work is much more independent. I had been self-employed for a long time, and I know that I got the help from Uranus to become self-employed with it in my 10th house, because it takes 7 years to go through a house. And another thing I can say is seeing people who, even though they don't become self-employed right away with Uranus in a supply house, that a lot of people, especially because of all the changes to the economy in 2020, ended up working at home online and become much more independent in their work because they don't have all these people around them, watching them over their shoulders and stuff like that. They almost to some degree became self-employed because they were working by themselves, being responsible for themselves. So Uranus can have that effect as well. So this trine is going to be super helpful, again, if there's something that you are looking to do that activates those areas of your chart. Now, if by chance you have these planets in different houses, then it can activate in different houses. And you'll know that by looking at your chart. If you need a free birth chart, you can always come over and become a patron. There's always a link below, and that's one of the gifts I give to all my patrons. All you have to do is message me, and I'll send me your email address, and I'll send you a birth chart. So anyway, that trine is definitely going to be good for us. And then the other trine of Mars to Pluto is going to be extremely helpful to us. And then there are two more trines, which is Venus in her home sign of Libra is making a trine to Jupiter in Aquarius. And so this is an air trine, but it's a trine between the two benefics. Now, the sun is also considered a benefic, but Jupiter and Venus are at the top of the heap when it comes to beneficial outcomes, and the trine is also considered the most favorable. So you usually always get good things coming to you, and life is harmonious when you have trines. So having the two benefics in a trine is especially beneficial at the time of this new moon trine Uranus. You're probably going to get some kind of happy good luck coming to you out of the blue, so look forward to that. And if nothing out of the blue comes, because Uranus is so unpredictable, you can't even predict that, just know that people are going to be in a good mood and things are going to flow smoothly. So look forward to that, and also use it as an opportunity for manifestation and take action to make things happen, so that those actions have this good energy embedded in them. Plus the fact that Venus is in her home sign, so that's the place she loves to be the most. And then the final trine is a grand air trine between Mercury in Libra to Saturn in his domicile of Aquarius to the North Node in Gemini. And so that means that anything good that comes from that, which may be something on the mental or verbal level, like a communication that you may receive or send to another person, that will have long-term benefits, because the North Node is the direction of your future and Saturn is Father Time. And so having a trine between Mercury, the North Node in Gemini, which is the sign that Mercury rules, and Saturn in his domicile of Aquarius, you're going to get the benefits of the trine. You're going to get the benefits of the planets being in signs where they are happy and functioning well. And this communication, whatever it is, whether it's something you receive or something you send, is going to have long-term benefits that take you in the direction of your evolution. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye. Check back every Thursday evening for new videos, and follow me on Patreon and Instagram for more content.